Alright, what's going on, you guys? It's the Bandit here today, and we're gonna have an interesting video about how I think the GTA 5 Easter egg goes. Now, I've done quite a bit of research on this and tried to figure out a lot of parts of the Easter egg, and we've actually found out quite a few really cool things. And Pegasus just moved my helicopter again. Well, but first, before we get started... Oh yeah, also I'm here with my friend Vanilla, so Vanilla, say hi.
Hello.
Alright, there we go. We can actually hear you now, because I changed around my settings, but yeah. So, before we get started, I have new cars. Here we have the Phoenix, with my nice golden chrome paint job with blue tires. Here we have my Brawler, which I think is an amazing off-road vehicle, with a blue with a lime green secondary. And here we have my Progen T20, with its pink with a yellow pearlescent, lime green secondary, and blue tires. So let's go on into, now that I've shown you my new cars, let's go on into finding out some things about this GTA Easter egg.
Avenger time. Dun, dun, dun.
So for this part of the Easter egg, first we came up to the top of Mount Chilliad, and we have a map here. Now, quite a few people were actually saying that behind here is something that, you know, like, oh, that might be the jetpack back there. No, that's actually the monorail thing. Or whatever, it's not a monorail, it's a ski lift. This is actually the ski lift thing, for when the lifts would come in there in story mode, they actually go back there. But it's something for the ski lift, it's not actually like a jetpack thing, so...
There's also something on next gen. I can't remember what it was, but there was something like here. So.
Where you could walk back there. I don't know, maybe in online you could get back there for something, but I'm not really thinking so. So here we have the map of... basically the Easter egg map. So what we've seen so far is in GTA Online, the UFOs and stuff like that. Here, don't shoot stuff, because I want to be able to make sure you can see it. But like the UFOs and things like this, we've already discovered UFOs in GTA Online. They're already here, so we know there's UFOs. And then also the jetpack is a highly talked about thing for whatever reason. The jetpack, very many people talk about this. It is a very, people try to get it a lot and things like that. There's a lot of tutorials out there on how to get it that's all fake. And so he just shot up the map, but basically we know the Easter egg of the UFOs exist. The jetpack might exist. Some people were saying that there's actually jetpack code inside the game, people that were looking into the code. And then these other things, we don't really know what these are yet, but a good piece of evidence for these is that some people are saying they're little red X's. I think they look like some kind of airplanes, but I don't really know. There's some type of red X.
Remember we talked about this. It kind of makes an 8, and there's like
and it's like the dead bodies, isn't it, or something?
Yeah, it's the dead bodies, and they're like they're wrapped in, like, you know, those kind of...
Yeah, so basically the Easter eggs of the mummies, if you guys haven't seen that yet, it's basically these mummies that are out. They're not really mummies, but they're wrapped up like it, and they're basically out in the ocean, and we're thinking that these little X's are like symbols of the people laying out in the ocean, because there's dead bodies to be found, and we're thinking this is a map of those. So that these X's might... What?
We'll show you guys later where the bodies are.
Yeah, the bodies are hidden out inside the map, and supposedly there was 8 dead bodies hidden, or somewhere around there, and it ends up making up like an 8, or like an infinity symbol, whichever one it is. And so we're thinking that these are maybe the dead bodies that are figured out around the map. And also another thing that I've seen lately is over by the Eclipse Towers, we were playing a mission Trash Talk not too long ago, and we were over by the Eclipse Towers, and we ended up finding meteors sitting on the road for the Eclipse Towers. Now, we don't know if these are real meteors, like, they just randomly spawned there when we were doing a mission. And the same thing like the UFOs, like, when they would spawn there, if you drove a certain ways away, they would instantly disappear type of thing. And they were very weird and kind of glitchy, like you could fall through them if you jumped on top of the helicopter, and so we kind of explored those. I didn't have my stuff turned on for recording. I didn't have any capture card plugged in, so I couldn't go and do that, or else it would restart my Xbox, but...
Yeah, they spawn in online if you guys...
Yes, so we just discovered those meteors, and basically we don't think those are on this map anywhere, but so far what we have is these bodies. We have the UFOs, we have the jetpack that may or may not be real. There's people that say it is there in the game, and then this is how the map works, basically. This is all a theory, by the way. This is not how it actually, like, is told by Rockstar or anything like that, but this is one of my theories that is we've worked on this for quite a while, and this is basically the thing that we've got so far. So, the map works by the UFO and the jetpack are connected by that line down there. You see how that works? And then you might say that's the edge of the mountain, which it could be the edge of the mountain, so if that is the edge of the mountain instead of a line, I think it looks kind of strange. It looks like a line to me, because of how uniform it is. But everything right here is all connected together. It's all connected. All the bodies, everything's connected to lines. What?
I'll show you guys how it works on the actual, like, map. But, if you... I think it's on my other channel, but not this channel that I'm using now. You guys can check out my video, and if you don't understand it, like, on this video, you can check out my other video, and you can see it.
Alright. So, because there's actually the real GTA 5 map, too, that you got, I think, vanilla. How did you get that map? You pre-ordered the game or something like that?
Yes, no. I can't remember, but sometimes some people got the GTA 5 actual map, so once you bought the game, so if you have that, then, like, you can, that's what I did on my other channel, I just, like, showed you.
Alright, so Vanilla has that on the actual map on his channel. I'll put his channel down in the description for that if you guys want to actually see it on the real map. And then, so basically all these things are connected together, which the thing we haven't figured out yet, if these are all connected together, then see how they all... Okay, I don't see how they did that at the exact same time, but they all connect together like this, and then they go to the middle, and that line goes right down to the egg cracking. So we're thinking this is like... Press the wrong button. We're thinking this is like, after you figure out all these things, everything connects together and it goes down to the egg cracking. But then what is this up here? So basically, this is a little symbol that you can find all over the place, and it's like a eye symbol, okay? So we're thinking that maybe once you find all this stuff out, that it will lead you up to the top to this eye, and then once you figure out whatever that is, or do something with this, it'll lead you down to the Easter egg. So also this eye can be found underneath this over here, watch. So basically the eye can be found underneath this deck over here, you might see this and know about it already. But basically this little deck, it has the eyeball underneath it, or whatever this thing is, and it says, come back when your story is complete. Basically, we have the eyeball down there, and it says, come back when your story is complete. Well, I have multiple friends that have finished story mode, and no one can actually have your story complete. So I'm thinking what this means, instead of just completing story mode, this either means you have to complete online, which means get to the highest level, or something like that, or maybe complete the rest of the Easter egg, because your story is complete. So obviously our stories are not complete. Even when multiple people that I know have completed story mode, they still can't get this to pop up anything.
It actually means, I think it means, but lots of people, I've seen other YouTubers have this, but once you complete story mode, if you're like right here on story mode and it's like raining and it's night, you can...
Well, yeah, there's also UFO Easter eggs in story mode for whatever reason, because of if it's raining at nighttime on Mount Chilliad, there will actually be a UFO that will spawn up here, and there's other UFOs that spawn around the map. I don't know the locations, but there's a lot of things about that once you complete story mode, so I don't really know for sure if the Easter egg is actually in story mode, or if it's in online, but there's certainly something going on here with the map, everything connecting down to the egg itself, and yeah. So that's basically the map explained as good as we possibly can, and now I'm going to go show you guys some other really interesting things about this map and GTA 5. And also the satellites by Trevor's Airfield, that's another very interesting thing that I want to show you guys, because the satellites all point towards something. We were all thinking like, yeah, there's one that points at a completely different angle than the other satellites, so we were really wondering like, what does that mean? And the weirdest thing is that it goes to a special place, and it's very strange where it goes to. There's actually an orange mark. We won't be able to see it right now, we'll try to see it, but there's an orange mark on that mountain that away. See where those white towers are sticking up, that power plant looking thing? There's an orange box that appears on that mountain at nighttime, and that basically one of these satellites points right towards that orange box. So, and the other satellites point out to different places too that are kind of eerie.
You know what? I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, so basically these satellites, the only interesting thing about the 3 satellites on the left are that orange box over there, and then this one right here. This one's also kind of a strange satellite. See how it just points in a random direction, so I'm pretty sure this one ends up going to somewhere interesting too, doesn't it?
Yes, I will show you guys why the whole map, like how I did.
Vanilla actually has the real map and like a cell phone to be able to record it, so because he actually mapped out like on his map where all the satellites are and how it kind of goes together. There's actually like, if you take the map from Mount Chilliad and set it on top of the GTA map itself, it actually makes like they connect together, which is the weirdest thing. So basically everything will actually line up between the map on Mount Chilliad and the map on this game.
Yeah, and I'll like explain it while Bandit can like be on the pause map. He'll kind of like show you. And if you still don't understand it, then I'll probably make another video about it because it might be on my other channel.
Yeah, make a different video about it and then put it on that channel that you have right now. So this satellite, the weirdest thing I think about this satellite is that, for one, I think that's right there is that road that the car jumps off of, but I thought this one went to like the cannibal camp or something like that. Naked camp or whatever that place is. Alright, so this satellite basically just, I don't know if this satellite actually goes anywhere, but it goes out, look at this. Alright, so basically that one satellite that's angled a weird way actually goes out to this hut. So this hut in the Pacific Standard job, this hut is where you get Avi Schwartzman to be able to do your transponder and things like that. And also, while you are driving back through the river to go and, like, deliver Avi, he says a weird quote about that he told Lester that he knows where the bodies are hidden, and that, like, they're after all of us and things like that. The weirdest thing was that he knows where the bodies are hidden, which obviously Avi is connected to Lester in some sort of way. That we don't really know. They used to be supposedly partners or something like that, but he knows where the bodies are hidden. That satellite kind of points to his house. I don't know if that really is too interesting or not, but all these satellites seem to point to somewhere kind of strange. Alright, so another thing that we're going to show right now is the bodies that we find. So this is what we think represents the X's. So the X's on that map, or whatever those little red things are, we're thinking those are the bodies of the people. And since Avi says that we know where the bodies are hidden to Lester, he's trying to talk to Lester like that, we think that Avi might have a connection. Also with that radio tower pointing towards where he lives, well, that's kind of just a strange coincidence, and Rockstar doesn't usually do coincidences. They usually have some kind of reason to do their things. So basically this is one of the bodies right here that we were talking about. And if you actually look at the map of Mount Chilliad and stuff, the map on top of Mount Chilliad, if you put it up against the real GTA 5 map, the bodies are hidden. The little marks are on the same locations that these bodies are hidden. Now, there's quite a few of these bodies hidden around the map. These little, like, things that look like mummies, and
there's about 8 of them.
There's around 8 or so of the mummies that are, or the bodies, whatever, that are hidden around the map. And so, basically, that looks the same as on that map that you see. So that's where we think that, how it all lines up. I don't think this Easter egg is actually completely even coded yet, though, because of certain people, when I looked up videos on the jetpack and things like that, certain people were saying that there is parts of code in the game for a jetpack, but there's really no jetpack actually made in the coding of the game yet. So I don't think there's actually a jetpack here yet, but maybe in the later updates they'll start releasing more and more things about the DLC. Or not the DLC, but the Easter egg. Get over here.
Also, why am I walking? Okay. The bodies are actually not around the map. They're actually around this area.
Yeah, the bodies are found in a certain area right around here, and it's really strange because it'll end up making either an 8 or an infinity symbol, depending on how you look at it. Which, we don't really know what these mean yet, but these are just parts of the Easter egg that we have figured out so far. Because of the map and stuff like that, how the map looks, if you actually lay that out, it kind of gives you an image of the bodies are over there, the UFOs and stuff like that that actually appear, things like that. So it's a really weird, if it was not supposed to be an Easter egg, this is a very weird coincidence, which why would they just add that in the game? Because the maps on the mountain and the maps, like the actual map of the game that you see like right here in the pause menu, these both of these maps like are together. They both kind of like show things together. So this is it all kind of matches up, and now we're gonna show you the actual where the other random satellite points. I think you guys are gonna think this is very weird. This is like, you can go check it out for yourself, but there's actually an orange box on top of a mountain. So never mind, it's this satellite right here that you take. The satellite, not the very edge one, but the other one. You take this satellite and you're gonna go so far off, but you can see where I'm going. That satellite, I'm following it out to here, and it's gonna basically lead us directly to this power plant place. Oh, okay, here. This is another good thing. This right here actually symbolizes the map of the Easter egg, by the way. I can't remember really how, but it has a lot of things that kind of, okay, never mind. It doesn't symbolize the map of the Easter egg, it just... This thing is a very weird deal that we think is part of the Easter egg. It says, save us. What does that say? Universe. Save us, universe, something. And then it says life and things like that. Beam me up. And it shows all these weird symbols down here that are very strange.
There's also a strange thing that if you, where it says to the left it says beam me up, there's also a thing onto that right. If you could look very closely, it says take me up your anus.
I can't remember where it actually shows that, but yeah, it does.
It's to the right, next, like, on to the right here, on the bottom.
It does show that stuff. I'm not. It says things on the side of it too.
Yeah, it's like those little alien things.
Well, if you guys want to check this out for yourself, try to explore part of this Easter egg. This is where it is on the map, right here. Right off of Trevor's Airfield. You go to right over here. This is where it is. If you guys want to come check that out, but that's a very weird part of the Easter egg. Now we're going to go and follow where that satellite was taking us, and we're going to go over to here. Now this can only be seen at nighttime, but it is a very strange thing that goes on. So the satellite points to right over here, to this general area. Now I'm going to park my chopper down, and we're going to see something very strange. You can already see it. See over right where my chopper's pointing, on the side of that mountain. You see that little orange thing? That's it's a pretty bright little orange box that's just glowing on the mountain, so if you actually get out and scope in on it, you can get quite a bit bigger of a view, but where's it at again?
I think we came too close.
Didn't come too close to it.
Yeah, we came too close. If you get a bit too close...
Oh, I think... Okay, wait.
No. It's when you zoom in with the sniper, it disappears. That's what it is. Hang on. We also did...
Wait, here, come back here. If you go to the back of the helicopter. Alright, so this is this little weird orange box, if you can see it over there. It's right above my little crosshair. And see, this is right where the satellite points, which is another weird thing. If you actually go up to it, there's nothing weird there. It's just kind of like this little patch of rock where the mountain is. Kind of like how this is right up here. See, that's where it is right there. That's where the little orange thing pops up. And basically if you... Oh, no, wait, it's down here. Yeah, down there, that's right where the orange thing pops up right there. There's nothing really eerie about that, but when you actually scope out, it will show you this little orange box. Now, this is another weird thing, because these satellites are supposed to have something weird going on with the whole Easter egg, and then one of the satellites points directly towards this little orange box, and the power plant, for that matter, or whatever this place is. Whatever this plant is for processing food, whatever. But it points to right there. So that's another really eerie thing, and now we're gonna go explore Vanilla's other thing that makes up the triangle. Here.
Radio tower.
So basically, of that map on top of Mount Chilliad, there's like 3 radio towers that are supposed to make up the triangle, which a guy showed us on a video that I watched, and when I did some research, he was showing off all the different radio towers and stuff like that, but I couldn't actually find them in GTA Online. Of course, he was showing them on a map anyways, he didn't actually go to them, but here's another one of the radio towers, and I'm pretty sure a satellite actually points to this radio tower too, so we're going to try to follow this thing back this direction, because I think the satellites are over here.
Yeah.
We're going to see if, because I'm pretty sure there's a satellite that points to this one also, since the second satellite points to the power plant. I think the third satellite actually points to this one, so you can see we're going straight back through here. Really hoping we're not going too far off course. Pretty sure the satellites are back here.
Yeah, the satellites are... No, you're going perfectly at it, I think. Yeah.
Alright, so I just want to show you guys the entire trip to where you don't think that I edit this or whatever to try to make it fake, and look, we're coming straight in for the satellite right here.
Looks like it makes this satellite the second to the third one.
Coming straight into the satellite. Now it points almost exactly towards that other radio tower, which might not be a big deal. I mean, the radio tower could just broadcast stuff to that satellite, something like that, but it's very eerie how this satellite right here will point us to over there at that power plant and that weird orange box. This one will point us over towards the radio tower. This one points us to Avi's hut, where he knows where the bodies are hidden. That points us all the way over to the bodies, and over past Mount Chilliad, which it doesn't point at Mount Chilliad, so that's not a big thing, but... Now, let's go back to the actual map itself, and we'll explain this a little bit further. If you guys are a little bit confused about what's actually, like, how all these correlate to the map. Alright, so when we come back to this map, basically... This right here, this radio tower, this is a radio tower where the radio tower is stationed right there at that edge. So is this edge, this is another radio tower that we've been exploring. And then up at the top of the eye, that is where the bodies are hidden. So just to explain this a little bit more for the very end, the top of this eye, that is where the bodies are hidden. And then maybe, I don't know if you were to come back from that eye to the Easter egg or something like that, but we have not yet. We tried to go between the radio towers to try to find this, like, little symbol right here. We couldn't find anything there, but, yeah. So I'm actually thinking that maybe this is the map right here, because since this is up by where the bodies are hidden, and the radio tower is up there also, I'm starting to think that maybe this is a map that goes around, and then these are the things inside the map. Or if these are not bodies. See, if these are bodies inside of here, that's not where the bodies are actually located.
Yeah.
So maybe this thing goes up somewhere around where the bodies are. These might actually represent bodies. If they don't, then, yeah, they might represent something else. But basically, all this stuff has to lead together all through these lines and stuff. That's why there's no line going straight to the Easter egg. All this stuff has to come together and end up going either to the top and then back down, or just straight down to the actual Easter egg cracking, the GTA 5 Easter egg. That's the...
Also, there is a thing that people also think that egg right there, people think that when you, if you guys ever knew about the North Yankton kind of glitch, if you ever went there and you saw that alien coming out the ground, people think that's the egg.
I don't think that would be the egg, because everyone knows about that already, and the stuff hasn't actually been added in, but since part of the jetpack has been added in and not the whole thing, and then we have the UFOs that we already found, these are the radio towers on the edges, the bodies are hidden up here. We're thinking that these represent bodies. We have nothing else to really put for these. Instead, if they're going to be added later, maybe, like we can't see them at all right now, then it all leads down into the Easter egg. That is kind of how we explain the map. Also, there's a lot of eerie things about the satellites and stuff like that. That is not on the map, by the way, in case you were thinking that. That's not actually part of this map, how those satellites would go to the orange box and things like that. But, yeah, the orange box I think that's part of the Easter egg actually because it has not been fixed. It's been here for like 2 updates straight. It has not been fixed. You'd think if it was a glitch it would have been patched, but yeah, it's only visible in the night and you can't scope in on it with a sniper rifle, exactly like the dead girl Easter egg. So yeah, guys, that's the best explanation that we can get of this map and kind of some eerie things about GTA 5. Hopefully that helped you understand a little bit about the Easter egg and things like that and explain this map. So hope you enjoyed, and hope that this helped a little bit. If you did, like it, comment on it if you have any other thoughts or ideas, or if I said something wrong. And if I did something wrong that you guys can point out, I'll end up updating this video of a new part of the Easter egg. So, yeah, guys, thanks for watching.
Also, check out my video if you still don't understand.
Yeah, Vanilla's gonna be posting another video about the actual map, the in real life map, the IRL map, and he's gonna post a video about that and stuff to be able to show you a little bit about that. What just happened in here? It just got dark.
Yeah, it keeps doing that. I don't know why.
Okay, that's weird, but hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.
Bye-bye.